Sorry for the interruption.
Miala tsiny tamin'ny fitapahana kely iny teo iny a.
Notice how fast we changed clothes?
Hitanareo niova tapoka ny akanjonay.
When we finished last time, we were talking about Joshua.
Tamintsika niresaka farany dia niresaka momba ny Joshua isika.
And Joshua is the leader who takes the people of Israel into the promised land.
Dia Joshua no mpitarika mitondra ny Israely ho ao an-tany Kanana.
And once they get into the land of Canaan, and they've conquered the land, they begin to have a long period of settlement.
Rehefa tafiditra tao an-tany Kanana izareo dia rehefa nandresy nahazo ny tany rehetra ao tany Kanana ka rehefa tena tompo-tany zareo dia manomboka teo amin'izay ny tena hoe fipetrahana ao zany.
And even though the period of Joshua and Judges doesn't cover a long period of time, it's still very important.
Ary na dia tsy mikovy ny fotoana maro aza ny sy ny bokin'ny mpitsara sy ny Joshua mbola zava-dehibe ilay izy.
Because the period of Joshua and Judges is the beginning of the nation of Israel.
Satria manomboka eo amin'ny fiandohan'ny Joshua sy ny mpitsara no fiandohan'ny Israely ho firenena.
During the period of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it was really just a clan, a big family.
Tamin'ny fanombohan'ny Abrahama, Isaka ary Jakoba dia mbola tsy firenena akory zareo fa clan.
But now, once they've gotten back to the promised land, it takes on the shape of a nation, of a country.
Fa izao zany rehefa tafiditra ao tany Kanana amin'izay zareo dia maka ny endrika ho firenena amin'izay.
So Joshua is the first great leader of the nation of Israel.
Ka i Joshua zany no mpitarika lehibe voalohany indrindra ho an'ny firenena Israely.
But after his death, then the individual tribes will govern themselves.
Fa rehefa maty Joshua dia ireo tribu 12 tsirairay ireo dia hanana ny gouvernance-ny manokana.
And this is the period that's covered in the book of Judges.
Ary izay fepitona izay no tena iompana ny bokin'ny mpitsara.
The judges were those leaders that would raise up during times of crisis.
Ny mpitsara dia tena miseho sy misongadina rehefa nisy crise eo amin'ny firenena Israely.
And most of the time, there would be a long period in between the judges, usually something like 40 years.
Ary matetika misy fepitona eo anelany hoe efapolo taona eo anelan'elan'ny mpitsara anankiray sy ny mpitsara manaraka misy fahabanganana efapolo taona.
Sometimes the crisis was against the Philistines.
Indraindray le crise contre ny crise miseho zany contre ny Philistine.
Sometimes it was against the Syrians or other tribes and nations in the area.
Indraindray contre ny Assyriana na koa firenena izay manodidina eo.
And the stories of the judges are all very exciting stories.
Ny tantara mpitsara dia tantara tena mahaliana tokoa ny izy rehetra.
Most everybody knows the story of Gideon.
Ny ankabetsahan'ny olona dia mahafantatra ny tantaran'ny Gideon.
The people of Israel were being attacked by the Assyrians, and Gideon raised a very small army.
Ny firenena Israely dia notafian'ny Assyriana ary Gideona nanangana armée kely.
And even though thousands and thousands of Hebrews showed up to fight, only 300 were actually in the battle.
Ary na dia maro aza ny Hebreo ny seho hiady olona anaky 300 ihany no voafidy hiady.
And the way that Gideon chose them was the way they drank water from a river.
Ary ny fomba nisafidian'i Gideona an'ireo 300 olona ireo dia amin'ny alalan'ny fomba hoe ahoana ny fisotroany zareo ny rano.
They were all told to drink water from the river.
Izy ray manontolo dia nasaina nisotro rano tamin'ity riviera ity.
And some of them would put their head in the water and drink.
Ny sasany dia ny lohany no niankofany isotrony an'ilay rano.
And others would cup the water in their hands so that they could continue to be watchful.
Ny sasany indray dia amin'ny alalan'ny tanany no androfany ny rano dia nisotrony ny rano amin'ny alalan'ny tanany sady mbola mahita manodidina azy izy.
And those were the ones that Gideon chose.
Ary ireo faran'ireo no safidianan'i Gideona.
They were always on the alert, always careful.
Ireo dia toujours en alerte hoe mijerijery sy en alerte foana zany e.
And in the great story, the 300 really don't do much fighting at all.
Fa tena amin'ilay tantara koa kanefany tsy dia tena nisy hoe ady firy nataon'ireo olona 300 ireo.
But during the night, they encircled the enemy camp.
Fa nandritry ny alina dia nodidin'izy ireo ny camp-ny fahavalo.
And they had jars that were that had lamps in them.
Nanana an'ilay kapoaka izy ireo izay misy jiro tao anatiny.
So at the right moment, they all broke the jars and all these lamps lit up the darkness.
Dia tamin'ny fotoana izay ilaivana azy no vakiana ilay kapoaka dia mazava ny haizina rehetra manodidina.
So the Assyrians woke up frightened and killed themselves.
Ary noho izay zavatra dia taitra ny Asiriana natahotra dia lasa nifamono entre zareo, nifamono zareo.
A great military philosopher once said, "The best battle is the one you never have to fight in."
Misy filozofera anankiray malaza izay niteny hoe ny ady izay lehibe indrindra dia ireo ady izay tsy mila niadivana akory.
So for Israel, this was the best battle.
Ka ho an'ny Israely, ito ny tena ady tsara indrindra.
The most famous of the judges was Samson.
Ny mpitsara malaza indrindra dia Samson.
In Sunday school, we learn about Samson.
Amin'ny sekoly alahady isika dia nianatra momba ny Samson.
He had made a promise that he would never cut his hair.
Nanao voady izy fa tsy ho tapahany mihitsy ny volony.
And he was fighting and leading the people against the Philistines.
Izy dia nitarika ny olona hiady kontra ny Filistina.
But he wasn't so much a military leader as he was a great warrior himself.
Fa izy tsy dia tena hoe olona militaire loatra fa plutôt olona malaza fotsiny, olona warrior, guerrier.
The story says that he took the jawbone from a donkey and used it as a weapon and killed thousands of Philistines.
Ny tantara dia miteny fa naka taolana avy amin'ny what was the animal?
A donkey.
A donkey, apondra. Dia iny taolana iny no avy amin'ny avy amin'ny soka moa zany, naka n'iny taolana iny izy dia iny namonono ny Filistina. Angamba ilaina mijery ny Baiboly tsika hijerevana an'izay hoe tena marina fa izay terme nampiasaiko izay hoe taolana izay tamin'ny apondra.
There is a story of him tearing off the gates of the city of Gaza.
Misy koa tantara momba ny Samson hoe nandrava ny vavahadiny Gaza izy.
And he carried them up onto the top of a hill and threw them at the city.
Dia nientany teny amin'ny tampony tendrombohitra ilay izy dia natsipony teo amin'ny tanàna.
That's a good story.
Tantara tsara izay.
And there are several cultures who have stories just like that.
Ary betsaka ny kultura izay manana tantara ohatran'izay ihany koa.
In Islam, there's a story of a warrior named Ibn Khalid.
Amin'ny Islam zao misy tantarany ilay guerrier koa hoe what's his name?
Ibn Khalid.
Ny anarany hoe Ibn Khalid.
And he tore the gates off of a city.
Izy koa dia nandrangotra ny vavahadin'ny cité anankiray.
And they said that he used the gate of the city as a shield.
Dia hoe nampiasainy zany ny vavahady iny en tant que armure.
China has the same kind of a story.
Chine koa dia manana tantara mitovy ohatr'izay.
And so everyone has a story of a hero, something like Samson.
Ka ny olona rehetra zany dia manana tantara sahala amin'izay hoe sady tantaran'ny Samsona izay.
And the point of all of those stories is about a person who was completely devoted to their nation.
Dia ny buan'ireny tantara rehetra ireny dia manana point commun daholo zareo dia ny hoe olona iray izay tena dédié moa zany tena nanolotra ny ainy ho an'ny fireneny.
And that devotion gave them great strength.
Ary izay fanoloran-tenan'izay no manome azy hery lehibe.
But in Samson's story, the Philistines are trying to discover how to beat him.
Amin'ny tantaran'ny Samsona dia ny Filistina dia mitady hoe inona they were trying to find what?
Trying to find different ways to defeat him.
Fa amin'ny tantaran'ny Samsona dia ny Filistina dia mitady fomba hoe ahoana ny ahafahana mamono an'i Samson, mandresy an'i Samson.
None of their military tactics worked.
Tsisy nahomby ny taktika militaire zareo Filistina.
So they found out about him as a person.
Ka ny zavatra hitany dia ny momba azy amin'ny maha-olona azy, amin'ny maha-olona ny Samsona zany.
And they discovered his promise to never cut his hair.
Hitany zareo ny momba ny voadiny tsy anapaka ny volony.
So they decided to send a woman named Delilah.
Ka nanapakevitra zareo andefa ity vehivavy ity antsoina hoe Delila.
And she was going to seduce him and get him drunk.
Ary io vehivavy io zany no nirahan zareo andrebireby an'i Samsona sy to seduce him and
get him drunk.
Sy atao zay amamo an'i Samson.
And while he was asleep, she cut his hair.
Rehefa azo tory Samsona dia tapahany volon'ny Samson. Tapahany Delila ny volon'ny Samson.
And the Philistines came in and he had no strength.
Tonga ny Filistina tsy nanana hery intsony Samson.
And so they captured him and put his eyes out.
Kan raisin zareo zany Samsona dia nalany nongotany zareo masony.
They took him back to their country and they treated him like a clown.
Nientiny zareo niverina tany an-tanànany i Samsona dia nitreteny ohatran'ny kolonina ireny nitretevany zareo an'i Samson.
They would take him to feasts and parade him around as he was being led around by a little boy.
Nientiny zareo amin'ny lanonana sy parady i Samsona dia boay kely reny no mitarika an'i Samson.
But during all that time, his hair grew back.
Fa nandritran'izay feim-potoana izay naniry indray ny volon'ny Samson.
And they were taking him to a feast and he began to feel that strength again.
Nientiny zareo tany amin'ny lanonana anankiray Samsona dia tsapan'i Samsona fa miverina indray ny heriny.
And they took him into the palace and paraded him around.
Nientiny tao amin'ny lapa i Samsona nataony zareo parady.
He told the little boy that he was tired and wanted to rest against the pillars, the columns.
Niteny tamin'ilay bandikely Samson hoe reraka dia napetraka zareo hipetraka zany eo amin'ny pilier anankiroa i Samson.
And so he put his arms around the pillars and leaned on them and caused the pillars to collapse.
Niankina tamin'ireo pilier anankiroa reo i Samson dia niritiny zany reo pilier reo ka nahatonga an'ilay pilier hirodana.
And he said, "Let me die with the Philistines."
Ary hoe izy hoe aleo aho ho faty miaraka amin'ny Filistina.
And the book of Judges says that he killed more people in his death than he did in his life.
Ary hoe ny boky mitsara hoe tamin'io fotoana io namono olona maro kokoa i Samson noho n'izy tamin'ny mbola velona.
There's something about stories like that we always like.
Misy tantara ohatr'izany zay maro ny tantara ohatr'izay zany zay tena tiantsika tokoa.
There's something about seeing a person die for what they believe in that touches something inside of us.
Misy zavatra tsy hoe misy zavatra ao anatin'izay tantara zay hoe olona maty ho an'ny fireneny ho an'ny zavatra zay inony tokoa that there's something inside of
Us that we like when somebody dies for what they believe in.
Misy zavatra ohatr'izay zany hoe tsy hoe inona loatra ao amin'ilay tantara ohatr'izay zany no hitantsika hoe olona izay manana finiavana sy volonté zany hoe ho faty ho an'ny zavatra zay tena inony.
And all of culture is filled with stories like that.
Ary ny kultura rehetra manana an'izay tantara ohatr'izay.
The Romans have a story about a man named Horatius who was guarding a bridge by himself to defend the city of Rome.
Ny Romanina zao manana tantara n'ilay hoe olona antsoina hoe Horatius izay niambina ny tetezana iray ka noho ny voatafoka io firenena Romanina io izy niambina ny tetezana no nahavonjy ny firenena Romanina.
And the Greeks have a story about the 300 Spartans that tried to stop the invasion of Greece.
Ny Grika koa manana tantara ohatr'izay hoe 300 hoe Spartan anaky 300 ny niady sy niaro ny fireneny zareo contre ny against
the Persians.
Contre ny Persian ka nahavonjy ny firenena Grika.
So for the Hebrews, Samson is their great story of that.
Ka ho an'ny Hebreo zany i Samson dia anisan'izay tantara ohatr'izay ihany koa.
But one of the best stories that I like the best is the story of Deborah.
Ny tantara tena tiako anefa dia ny tantaran'i Deborah.
It's one of those instances where a woman rescues the people.
Amin'ny tantara ity indray zany vehivavy no mamonjy ny firenena.
The general named Barak came to Deborah.
General Barak
Came to Deborah and said that there was a king from the north.
Misy mpanjaka ozy izy avy avaratra.
And that king was, or he was not a king, he was a general named Sisera.
Izy moa tsy dia tena hoe mpanjaka fa general ary ny anarany dia antsoina hoe Sisera.
And he was invading the land of Israel.
Ary izy io dia nanafaka ny tanànan'i Israel.
So Barak goes to Deborah and says, "I need your help."
Ka i Baraka zany nanantona ny Deborah ary niteny tamin'ny Deborah hoe mila mifanampianao aho.
And she told him to collect the armies and go and fight.
Ary hoe Deborah mantsy ny Baraka hoe alaivo ny armeanao dia andana miady miantafoka.
But Barak wanted her help.
Fa i Baraka kosa dia tena nila ny fanampiny Debora.
So she told him, if I help you, then you will not have the glory.
Dia hoy izy Debora hoe raha manampy anao aho, tsy ianao akora ny azon'ny voninahitra.
But the glory will be given to a woman.
Fa ny voninahitra dia lasa homena ho an'ny vehivavy hafa.
Deborah was not talking about herself.
Tsy niresaka momba ny tenany akory Debora amin'io.
So it wasn't all of the 12 tribes who came together to fight Sisera.
Tsy ny tribu 12 akory no niaraka hiady any Sisera.
Barak only took soldiers from 3 tribes.
Baraka dia naka tribu telo ihany hiaraka aminy.
And Deborah stood on the mountainside and sang this song called the Song of Deborah over the warriors of Israel.
Debora dia nitsangana tamin'ny tendrombohitra anankiray ary nihiran'ny Debora, izay antsoina hoe nihiran'ny Debora ho an'ny reto mpiantafoka ireto.
And Sisera's army was completely defeated.
Ary ny armean'ny Sisera dia lasa resy tanteraka.
But they couldn't find Sisera himself.
Fa zareo akory tsy nahitan'ny Sisera tsy nahitan'ny Sisera.
Sisera had escaped the battle.
Sisera dia afaka nitsoka n'ilay ady.
And the book of Judges tells kind of 2 stories about what happened to Sisera.
Dia ny bokin'ny mpitsara dia mitantara ohatra ny tantara anankiroa momba ny Sisera.
Once again, there was more than one writer about the story of Deborah and Barak.
Ankarepoa zany misy mpanoratra anankiroa 2 writers?
2 sources, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Nisy mpanoratra anankiroa nanoratra ny tantaran'ny this story, right?
The story of Deborah and Barak.
Misy mpanoratra anankiroa nanoratra ny tantaran'ny Debora sy Barak, fampatsiahivana fotsiny zany.
But both stories agree that he escaped and hid in the tent of a woman named Jael.
Fa ireo tantara anankiroa reo zany dia manana point commun sy samy manaiky fa i Sisera dia nitsoka tao amin'ny tenty nisy an'ny Jael.
And the woman Jael, her name means Yahweh is God.
Ary ny anarana hoe Jael dia midika hoe Andriamanitra, God is what?
Yahweh is God.
Hoe Jehova dia Andriamanitra. Ny anarana hoe Jael zany dia midika hoe Jehova dia Andriamanitra.
So Sisera is hiding in the tent of this woman.
Ary Sisera zany dia miafina tao anatin'ity tenten'ity Jael ity.
And he doesn't think she recognizes him.
Ary izy mihevitra, Sisera zany mihevitra hoe Jael tsy mahalala momba anazy.
But Jael knows who he is.
Fa Jael dia mahalala azy.
And so she offers him a bowl of milk to drink.
I Jael dia nanolotra baolina ronono ho an'ny Sisera.
And while he's drinking the bowl,
Ary eo ampisotroana n'ilay ronono,
she takes a steak from the tent
naka fantsika tamin'ilay tenty i Jael.
and she creeps up to him and puts the steak by his head and hits it with a hammer.
Dia nitsatsaika teo akaikin'ny Sisera izy dia natsatony teo amin'ny lohan'ny Sisera ilay fantsika.
And then in the story, it becomes almost poetry the way it describes the way he died.
Dia ao amin'ny tantara ao amin'ny tantara io zany fomba fitantaran'zareo an'ilay izy ohatrany manana rythme poetika.
And it slowly describes the way he started to turn and fall, like spinning down.
Dia fomba filazan'zareo an'ilay izy, fomba fitantarany an'ilay izy, fomba poetika fitantarany an'ilay izy zany dia hoe i Sisera rehefa ny daraboka zany dia ohatrany somary miorirana dia avy eo zay vao menjera tamin'ny tany ohatran'ny slow motion ireny kind of like a slow motion.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Ohatran'ny mandeha slow mo le izy zany slow motion. They get that, I think.
Yeah. And then the scene shifts from the tent.
Dia avy eo miova ny scène, miala ny tente zany, miova ny scène.
And it goes to the house of Sisera, where his mother is waiting for him.
Miverina any amin'ny tranony, miova zany le scène dia zao tsika any tranony renin'ny Sisera.
And she's looking through the window, waiting for him to come home.
Miandry zany ny renin'ny Sisera hoe aiza foana ny zanako.
And she says, "Why is he so late coming back?"
Fa maninona ry izy no taraiky vao mody?
And she thinks, "Oh, he must be really taking a lot of treasure home."
Dia mihevitra le reniny hoe tena betsaka ozy izy zany angamba ny trésor entiny mody avy any.
He must be bringing home slaves for me, she says.
Mety mitondra esclave ho anahy miverina izy.
And she doesn't know that far away he is dead in the tent of a woman.
Kanefa tsy fantany fa ny zanany dia maty any amin'ny tente na vehivavy anankiray hafa any alavitra ry.
And it's actually beautiful poetry.
Dia tena poezy tsara be le izy.
But the poem ends, and the story of Sisera and Deborah and Barak ends with one line.
Fa ny tantaran'ny Sisera, sy Deborah ary Baraka dia miafara amin'ny linina anankiray fotsiny.
And it says, "This is the way all of your enemies perish, O Lord."
Dia teny hoe amin'ny fomba ohatr'izao no iafarany, this is the way
All of your enemies perish, O Lord. Die.
hoe amin'izao fomba ohatr'izao no iafaran'ny fahavalonao rehetra o Andriamanitra. Zay linina ray zay zany fiafaran'ny tantarany Deborah, Baraka ary Sisera.
There were many other judges,
Betsaka ny mpitsara.
but eventually the people will want a king like the other countries in the world.
Betsaka ny mpitsara zany fa eventuellement ny firenena Israely dia mitady mpanjaka ohatra ny firenena rehetra hafa ihany koa.
And it will be during the period of the last judge, Samuel, that they will get their first king.
Ary mandritra ny juge farany Samuela no azahoany zareo mpanjaka voalohany.
Samuel has been called the last judge and the first prophet.
Samuela dia nantsoina hoe mpitsara farany fa mpaminany voalohany. So
There-
last judge, first prophet.
And the people tell Samuel that they want a king, and Samuel tells them it's not a good idea.
Ny olona zany dia niteny amin'ny Samuela hoe izahay dia mitady mpanjaka, fa Samuela dia niteny ny olona hoe tsy tsara izay hevitra izay.
Because in the time of the judges, when there was a crisis, a judge would be raised up, and he would or she would deal with the crisis and then go back to their job before.
Tamin'ny andron'ny juge, rehefa mpitsara zany, rehefa misy ny krizy dia nisy ny juge izay natsangan'Andriamanitra, ary rehefa nilamina iny krizy iny dia miverina indray ireo juge na mpitsara ireo amin'ny asany teo aloha.
So the judges didn't make a career of governing the people.
Ka ny juge zany na ny mpitsara tsy nanao an'io hoe fitsarana io zany hoe en tant que hoe io ny asany.
If they were a farmer, then they dealt with the crisis and then went back to the farm.
Raha mpamboly zareo dia nanao nanao amin'ny opposition amin'ny mpitsara io rehefa nisy le krizy, fa rehefa tapitra le krizy dia miverina ho mpamboly ihany izy avy eo.
So there was never a worry about them becoming abusive with their power.
Ka tsy nisy mihitsy zany ta ohatra hoe anao abus de pouvoir reo juge reo.
The same thing would happen in Rome.
Ohatr'izay ihany koa nisy teo amin'ny Rome.
That during a time of crisis, there would be a person called a dictator.
Rehefa nisy ny krizy dia nisy olona antsoina hoe dictateur.
And they would usually take command of the armies for 6 months and deal with the crisis.
Dia io dictateur io no mandray ny commande-ny armée, commande-ny armée zany mandritry ny enim-bolana mandritry n'izay krizy zay.
And go back to the farm.
Ary rehefa vita izay dia miverina any amin'ny fambolena indray.
But eventually, there's always somebody who wants to take control.
Fa éventuellement moa zany misy foana ny olona te haka pouvoir.
In Israel, though, the people wanted somebody to take control.
Amin'ny firenena Israel kanefany dia ny firenena mihitsy no mitady olona haka pouvoir.
And so they asked Samuel, give us a king.
Ka noho izany dia nangataka amin'ny Samuela izareo hoe omeo mpanjaka izahay.
And the Lord says, okay, but they won't like it.
Dia ny tompo ny teny hoe eny ary fa tsy ho tiany zany.
And so this ends, with Samuel, this ends the period of the judges.
Ka amin'ny Samuela zany tapitra ny période-ny mpitsara na ny juge, période-ny juge.
And what we will move into now is the period of the kingdom.
Dia mifindra amin'ny période-ny fanjakana isika.
In fact,
Mpanjaka.
the first period of the kingdom is known as the time of the United Kingdom.
Ny période voalohany zany dia antsoina hoe United Kingdom na fanjakana mitambatra.
And it's called the United Kingdom because all 12 tribes will be under one leader.
Dia antsoina hoe firenena fanjakana mitambatra ilay izy satria ny firenena Israely dia ao ambanin'ny gouvernance anankiray.
So the period of Joshua and Judges, or Moses and Joshua and Judges, is kind of phase 1 of Israel's history.
Ka ny fazy voalohany zany dia ny fazy nisy an'i Mosesy, Joshua ary ny mpitsara.
The United Kingdom will be phase 2.
Ny fanjakana mitambatra dia phase 2.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Eo amin'ny manarakatsika resaka an'izay phase 2 zay.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.